A new day comes. The first thing I always do is go to the barn to check on the pigs to see how they are doing. In my hometown, people get up very early, around 5 a.m. Most people have woken up to do personal hygiene and prepare to feed the pigs and chickens, or go to work in the fields. The scenery is very peaceful in the countryside. Around the house in the morning, you can clearly hear the birds singing and the rooster crowing. Do you like a peaceful life in the countryside? As I shared the previous clip, my family's economic development is mainly from livestock and crop farming, mainly raising pigs for meat. This time, there is not much homegrown corn bran and rice left, so I will have to buy more synthetic food from outside. I always prepare food in the barn for the pigs. Today, I will cook a large pot of bran for them. Just go to the back of the garden and see a wild potato bush. After showers, this plant spreads very quickly. Water potato or water potato, itchy potato, is a plant belonging to the Araceae family. This is a tree that grows in rice fields against water banks. It has tubers and leaves that are 0.3–0.8 millimeters high, smooth and waterproof because of velvety hairs, yellow shoots, and a fragrant papaya scent. The ovary is studded with tissue embryos, many small ovules, and ripe yellow fruit. The plant is used as animal feed and can be harvested as a vegetable to eat both the stems and tubers for livestock. The plant can cause allergies and itching if touched directly, so be careful when cutting. We can see that the stems of the itchy potato plant are often thinner. The leaves and stems are often thinner and have a brighter green color than the other types of potatoes. Taro tubers are smaller, have more roots, are harder, and don't look as fat as taro or taro tubers. When cooked, the taro is not as friable as taro. Compared to other types of potatoes, the stem of the itchy potato plant contains more substances that cause itching. So you may feel an intense itching sensation in your hands immediately after contact with the sap. This is one of the clear signs for you to stay away from this plant. As for farmers like us, this is a very good plant that can save part of the cost of raising animals. After picking a bunch, I brought it home and used a chopper to combine it with the sweet potato vine. These two types of leaves just need to be put in a pot and boil with a little water and bran for 30 minutes, and can be fed to pigs. To ensure adequate nutrition for pigs, it is very important to feed pigs more vegetables and banana plants. To do this job effectively, a vegetable chopper is a useful and easy-to-use tool. Before starting the machine, it is essential to thoroughly check all machine parts to ensure they are working properly. The machine should be placed in dry and flat terrain to avoid problems. After preparation is complete, you just need to flip the switch to start the machine and let it idle for 20 to 30 seconds. This helps the machine operate stably before you put the ingredients in. The machine will process ingredients efficiently and achieve optimal productivity, depending on the type of machine you use. Raw materials used for grass choppers are easy to find and have low cost, such as vegetables, water hyacinth, banana plants. These ingredients help farmers take advantage of cheap raw materials for food processing. For pigs, before there were vegetable choppers, preparing food was a very difficult job. We often have to do it by hand, which not only takes time and effort, but also significantly reduces the amount of nutrition in the food. Using a pork chopper helps solve this problem by creating food that is uniform in size, does not crumble, and retains most of the water in the food. This helps pigs absorb nutrients better and ensures their health. When I was young, cooking pig bran in the countryside was an indispensable part of life. Children are often introduced to this job very early as a first lesson in life. There are children as young as 7 to 8 years old who have to help their mothers or cook bran themselves. There was no one to give detailed step-by-step instructions. We just learned through observing adults at work. Work often does not have a specific order, such as collecting firewood, chopping duckweed, or cutting vegetables. Instead, we do what is necessary according to the circumstances. If there is a shortage of firewood, we will go looking for it. If there is a shortage of vegetables, cut more. Or if there is a shortage of bran, we will borrow it from our neighbors. Remembering when we were young, we often collected firewood by going through tree fences, finding dry firewood, and then bringing it home to store. We also often wander through abandoned gardens, let the cattle graze, and walk along the dike slopes to collect firewood. Even though sometimes we get pricked by thorns and bleed, we still don't mind. This not only helps us have firewood to cook bran, but also trains our health and patience. We also had to watch out for houses with rice mills in the neighborhood. When they see a small box containing rice husks, one child will immediately run back to get a bag to scoop up the rice husks. Rice husks catch fire quickly and burn loudly, so no matter how much there is, it is not enough. My sister even brought old tires and sandals into the kitchen to cook pork bran because rubber types burn longer. Every time I watch my sister skillfully make use of everything, I always feel admired and learned. Nowadays, finding firewood has become easier with the use of dry corn cobs to start fires, and many families have built biogas tanks to treat pig waste, reducing effort. However, the memories of my childhood when we worked hard to cook pork bran are always imprinted in my memory. The ingredients for cooking pork bran are mainly rice bran or corn bran, and the characteristic scent of pork bran is very pleasant. Although it smells a bit foul, it is a pleasant odor. Even when pork bran is cooked with clean ingredients, we can also boil potatoes or eggs in the bran pot. The image of sitting in a pot of boiling pork bran and waiting for the ingredients to cook is always a warm image in my childhood. Pigs are always the target for fattening in every family. When we grew up, we were well fed and educated, largely thanks to the money from selling pigs. I still remember every time it was time to sell the pigs, my mother had to calculate the costs and make an appointment to repay the debt. Although selling pigs is somewhat sad, my mother always quickly buys new piglets to raise as replacements. Now, when I became a mother, I also learned how to manage costs and balance spending for my family and children. I understand and love my mother even more. I hope that all mothers in this world are always healthy, happy, and live happily with their children and grandchildren, just like what mothers did for us when we were children. In the barn, there are currently 2 sows that are pregnant and preparing to give birth. To ensure they receive timely support, I regularly go into the cage to check on their condition. Before pigs give birth, usually a few hours, they will begin to secrete colostrum. However, currently, I don't see any signs of milk production, so they are probably still a few days away from giving birth. Meanwhile, the pot of pork bran has been cooked. For pigs that are in the growing stage, I will feed them bran in solid form. As for pregnant sows, I will add a little water to the bran to make the food thinner, making it easier for them to digest. Proper nutrition during pregnancy and birth is very important, because with proper care, sows will recover quickly after giving birth and lactation, and can achieve benefits such as higher number of piglets born. Good care helps sows give birth to more piglets. Higher weight and vitality of newly born piglets. Piglets, when born, will be healthier and develop better. More milk for piglets and better quality. Sows will have enough milk to feed their babies, and the milk will be of better quality, helping piglets grow quickly. During the final stages of pregnancy, the sow's diet should consist of at least 5–7% fiber. This amount of fiber helps prevent constipation, a common problem during pregnancy in sows. For growing pigs at the age of 1 to 2 months, it is necessary to feed them according to established standards and rations. Do not dilute the food too much. The dilution ratio should not exceed 1.1. You should feed concentrates first, then feed rough foods. Make sure each pig receives its ration in each batch. It is best to practice feeding pigs on time to improve digestion and maintain stable eating habits. Do not change the diet suddenly to avoid shocking the pig's digestive system. Feeding standards should be changed every week to avoid pigs getting bored. It is necessary to ensure the supply of drinking water according to the pig's needs. And during the feeding process, it is also necessary to monitor the health status and eating ability of each pig. In my hometown, there are many small households raising pigs. However, raising pigs is not an easy job and always faces problems such as market price fluctuations. Currently, livestock costs are increasing, while product value depends greatly on the market. To achieve good results, pork pigs need to reach a weight of 80 kg or more and usually have to be raised for about 4 to 5 months from birth. According to my calculations, to produce a pig weighing 80 kg, it takes about 2.9 million VND, including the cost of food, breed, electricity and water, veterinary medicine, and other expenses. With the current price of 41,000 VND Kleis, an average pig only brings a profit of 300,000 to 500,000 VND. This does not take into account the risk of disease, mortality, or long-term illness, which further reduces profits. With a lot of effort but little profit, I really want to find ways to reduce costs and increase productivity for the pigs. If there is any method that helps me improve livestock farming efficiency and improve my family's economy, I would love to know and apply it. These improvements not only help improve income, but also reduce work burden and risks in livestock farming. I would like to extend my heartfelt thanks to all of you who took the time to watch this video. Your support is a great motivation for me to continue sharing useful knowledge and experiences in animal husbandry. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any of our latest videos. If you found this video helpful, please share it with your friends and family. Also, we highly appreciate your feedback. Please leave your thoughts or questions in the comments section below, so we can discuss and share experiences together. Thank you very much.